what's the one question you would ask Conor in your lifetime question? So here it is. May I? Yeah, okay.
Go nuts. Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of times I've seen that you referred to Rome like Excel. And I always kind of thought that the block was the cell, but I've actually kind of wondered if that was a very limited understanding of what you meant by that. So that's kind of my question. Is that actually a very limited understanding of what you mean when you make that inference?
What I mean is something I think much less technical and much broader, right? So Excel is really underappreciated, I think, amongst like programming language theorists. It's a purely functional reactive, like it's purely functional language, which is like good for a bunch of reasons. It has a like built-in IDE with sort of like, visible data, right? And like visible data transformations that are like, that you can compose in all sorts of ways. It's a purely functional reactive programming language with a built-in database and IDE. And so like, you can, there's 750 million Excel users. There's only 28 million JavaScript developers. But there's, so on the one hand, it's like very broadly accessible. On the other hand, it is actually, been running like the same Excel file has been ran most famously Carnival Cruise Line. The entire business had a single Excel file that sort of handled all the business intelligence for that. And it ran for like 30 years. I don't know how Carnival's doing now with COVID, but like you don't see 30-year-old JavaScript code, right? Like, it's, period. I'm pretty sure there's no 30-year-old JavaScript code, right? So there's something around the paradigm of Excel that like makes it built to last in some cases, and how far you can take it. And so that's the idea when I talk about Excel for text, is that I think that you want the interactivity, right? Like there's a lot of things where Excel is very learnable, and you want the sort of low floor, high ceiling. Like most of the people who are doing stuff in Excel are not writing Visual Basic, macros and shit, right? They're not like, they're probably not even using, I would say probably a healthy chunk of those 750 million are using maybe some, right? Or maybe some basic math. Like they might just be using it for table layouts, right? And so I think there's, but you can have extremely advanced usage. You can keep learning how to use Excel and keep doing interesting things in it for your entire career. So I think that's what I think about when I think about like building an Excel for text is something that is has an on ramp that like and no limit to what you can do with it. So that's what I mean.
I think that's the elevator pitch for nerds.
Yeah.
Get that up. Okay, great. Thank you.